Hey, I want to ask you guys this. Is there an age limit for the second row?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We would. Teenagers can join us if they want to. We would love it.
But no little children, thank you, please.
Oh, no, we'll take them too.
I would take any
They
little
can sit on
child
my
in a
lap.
minute.
Just no little children.
I'll set them
So,
on my lap.
no 9-year-olds are out.
Well,
Sue
they
says.
can pretty well behave themselves. That would be okay.
Okay. Where's your line, Sue?
If they pick their nose.
Okay. All right. Well, I know some teens that do that, so.
That's true.
Well, good morning, Castleview. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Castleview Baptist Podcast. And I have a very special group today. I've got three. Don't normally have three guests with me. But I had a group of ladies last week reach out and say, Pastor, we've got a big question for you. And so I've got the second row ladies with us today. Is that right, Etta?
That's right.
Second row
ladies.
Troublemakers. Ladies, okay? This is Etta of AC. So glad to have you, Etta.
Thank you.
And I think were you the one that texted me? You were the ringleader of the whole
Yeah,
problem?
well, they made me. I was the only one with the phone out.
Is that right? You took
Yeah.
the phone out and said, okay. And we got Sue Cave with us. And we had a little debate. And let me just go ahead and say this. We recorded this morning. And it's a little after 3 o'clock right now. And we had an audio issue. So this is our second go round.
Yeah.
And I will tell the audience that's listening right now, you ladies were sassy this morning. Sassy. Borderline, irreverent, disrespectful. That sassy. And so maybe the Lord just said, you know what? That was too far. Maybe that's what the Lord was. Ellen, what do you think? Was the
No,
Lord
I
just
don't
saying
think so.
too much?
I
No?
think-
So you're not coming in to settle down this time,
No,
huh?
I think you need to go to the altar.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably true. Yeah. So I got a call from these ladies. I got a text on Friday from Etta. And she said, Pastor, when you get back in town, I would like, the second row ladies would like to talk with you. And I said, I'd be happy to. Let's talk. And she said, you should be very afraid, is what you said. And I said, don't worry, I already am. And Sunday after the service, they were waiting for me and said, hey, when is it our turn to come on the podcast? And I said, you know what? This week, this is your chance to get on the podcast. So Sue, thank you for joining us. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Ellen, good to have you here as well.
Good to be here.
Let me ask you guys something real quick. Just be honest, okay? Don't tell me the church answer. Tell me what's really going to happen.
Okay.
You're known as the second row ladies. You call yourself second row ladies. I call you second row troublemakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second row ladies. If you walked into church and somebody's sitting in your seat when you walk in, second row, they take up the whole second. You got to go somewhere else. Are we staring them down? Are we evicting them? What are we doing?
We'll only stare at them for a few minutes.
To get our bearings.
And
Just-
then we'll say, it's nice to meet you, and we'll sit someplace else.
You'd be fine with that?
Yes, absolutely.
You're sure?
We'd
Well,
probably
yes, of course.
Yeah.
we'd probably hurrah because that hopefully will mean it's somebody new.
Right.
See?
That's what I
There
said.
That's
you
what
go.
I would
Yeah.
think.
You know what?
It would thrill me.
You think so,
It would
Ellen? You
thrill me.
would?
Yeah.
I think you guys would.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that about your group. I think the second row ladies are so welcoming to everybody. Matter of fact, I remember bringing, Linda, of course.
Linda Matten.
And
Yeah.
Linda Matten, that's right. And this would have been, I think, probably more than a year ago.
Yeah, it has been.
What's
She told us the
going
other
on?
day she'd been there about a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at church. We had a baby shower going upstairs. And I'm kind of getting some things ready for Sunday the next day. And you guys are up in your baby shower. Linda walks in, and I'm kind of pointing her to the baby shower, going, okay, they're up there. And she's
Yeah.
going, no, I've never been here before. Just
Yeah.
driving by, saw some cars, have been wanting to see the building. And so I gave her a little tour. And then near the end of it, I thought, you know what? I know those second row ladies are in that baby shower. I'm going to take Linda in. She doesn't know who's the baby shower's for, but I'm going to take her and let her meet this group. And I took her in, introduced her to you all, and you took her in immediately.
And we've kept her.
And you've kept her. Yeah, and you've kept her.
We did.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you've not kept?
No, we accept pretty much anybody.
You
I
do?
mean, if we're accepted ourselves, we accept.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
I mean,
no one we
if
wouldn't
Sue
accept.
is in, who's not in?
Exactly.
Yeah, is that kind of where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of those days, huh?
Linda Simonson was with us, but
That's right.
she's moved.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we've
But we've
kept her
kept on
too.
She's
her.
still part
too.
of our
Yeah.
She's still part of the group.
Yeah.
a part of
Um,
our friend group. Yeah.
Yeah, Cindy, your sister, is part of that as well, and
Rita.
Rita Teague, that's right, is in that group. Let me tell you what I love. I love looking over. I sit right next to you all, and there's a very specific reason why I sit next to you guys. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, you keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm glad I'm glad you know it. I was just going to let you know if you didn't know it. So I sit right next to you guys. I love looking over and seeing you all sing and worship. And you do such a good job. And to me, I love it when people up front are doing that, right?
Yeah.
So it just changes the entire atmosphere of the service.
Yeah.
When you've got people up front that are raising a hand, that are singing out, that are welcoming people, accepting people.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do too.
Yeah. You all love your church, don't you?
Oh, you betcha.
Yes.
You bet.
Yeah.
You bet.
How'd you get here? Tell me, Etta.
Well, we were moving here from Maine. And so before I even left Maine, and I didn't know where we were going to land exactly. I knew it would either be Castle Rock or Littleton or something. I started searching for churches.
You did.
And I came across Castleview.
Yeah.
And so when I got here and we got our house, I knew where it was going to be for sure. I went back again and looked, and it just kind of called to me.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think that was the Lord saying, go there.
Yeah, go there. And let me just show you how good my memory is. You came in 2017.
What a good memory you have. I'm
You need to tell people
shocked
you're
that you
cheating.
remember.
Cheating?
You
What do
need
you
to
mean?
be honest.
Yeah, you accused
This
me
morning,
of cheating.
you've been here 9 years. Etta's been with us 9 years. I can't believe that. So when we
Yeah.
recorded earlier this morning, I said, "What? 9 years?" I mean, I forgot that you were at not just the Sutton facility with us. You were actually at the school.
I was at the school.
With
Yeah.
us for. I mean, you were there for 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's how long you've been at our church?
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
All right. Sue, how'd you find our church?
I moved here in 2021,
Okay.
and it was about a month, no more than a month before once I got kind of settled, I started looking for a church online, and I was looking specifically for a Baptist church, not just non-denominational. And so it was online, and I went ahead and came to church. I didn't watch it online at first.
Yeah.
And I just came to church and then joined the next week after that.
You did join the very next week. That's right. And I think you accused me of saying some things this morning that weren't true.
They were true.
They were true. All right. What did you accuse
Well,
me
I
of?
can remember going forward, and I didn't know what the protocol was for at this church.
Didn't stop you though, did it? You
Well,
still
no,
came forward.
because it's kind of like if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, right.
And most churches, that I've ever been to, you
Yeah.
just go forward when you're ready,
Sure.
and the pastor just wings it. He does, So you made a statement that I was a Christian and had been a Christian for many years. I can't remember what else you said.
And you said I was making that up.
Well, because you didn't know me.
But we had a conversation at that point though. Like the week prior, I believe.
And
you told me that.
I don't.
You don't remember that?
I'm getting old, so I don't remember everything.
Well, don't defame my character just because you're forgetting what's happening.
I don't. You don't need my help.
Is it
I
Ellen?
did it again.
Is it
Haven't
Ellen
we
that does it?
talked
Is
about
it Etta? Who's defaming my character? The second-row ladies.
Never.
She's pointing at you.
Never.
No.
Really?
No, we never would.
See, and now you can't figure out why I call you second-row troublemaker.
But see,
So that's why.
But we really do think highly of you. We really,
Yes.
really do.
We do.
So we
Yeah.
do not defame your character.
okay.
No.
Not
okay.
in real life.
You
Yeah.
don't have
Not
one
in
of our
real life.
T-shirts that says the second row ladies love you.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm a little bit bitter. Let's not go too far down this road.
Oh, I knew that was
because
coming.
we know that, and by the way, we had a good conversation about Christian this morning in the first
Yes.
one.
Yes.
You guys stand up for him all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And you do not realize that guy, he is not as nice as he acts like he is. I'm just telling you.
Well, you need to be careful right now. You don't mess with old people.
I just want you guys to know he's not who he purports himself to be. Listen, you know I like to sing.
Yeah.
And how's my voice? Do you hear my voice sometimes? We're so close.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right. I just want to keep on moving now. So he never lets me sing, and I sing with great passion.
Yeah,
and
you do.
maybe not wonderful vocal skills, but I do love to sing.
Now, he told me
Uh-oh.
it didn't matter how you sung. He was just looking for passion.
Well,
So
yeah, so that's what I hear too. But I feel like Ellen, what do you got to? How are you going to protect little Christian right now? You're a little.
You just don't mess with our Christian.
No.
But you
love
don't
him.
mess with our pastor either. So,
Yeah.
you're on the
two
same
worlds
level
are colliding
there.
right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
aren't we? Oh,
even,
okay.
even
okay.
though
on the
you don't
same
have
level.
a shirt.
I know.
We
Yeah,
think
so let me
highly of
explain
you.
the shirt to our listening audience. You guys gave him for, I think it was Christmas last year.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Couple years
Yeah.
ago, the second row saints, or second row ladies love me.
Oh, that was for his birthday.
That was for his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not get that shirt.
No, but we saw the look on your face when he
Yeah.
opened it.
But I did tell the group of ladies, I said, yeah, but why don't we get one for the pastor too? See, I was thinking of you.
Etta?
She's a very thoughtful person.
Yes.
Apparently not very persuasive.
Well, and just so this might hurt your feelings more, but we also gave one to Noah and Brett.
Everyone has a shirt at this point.
They're young.
Yeah. Well, I just want Christian to know it's not just him now either.
Yeah.
So now
Johnny
he's-
doesn't have a shirt.
he doesn't have one.
Johnny doesn't have one.
Okay, I feel a little better.
You guys are going to have to remedy that.
And
Yeah.
I don't think Christian appreciated that we got the other boys one.
Probably not.
Because I
yeah.
think he
That's
had a
how
little
he
bit
is.
of
That's how
Yeah.
he is.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
he
a
had
little
a
bit.
little-
He's a little bit that way.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of stroke his ego a little
Boy,
bit.
are
But
you
he
in
didn't wear
trouble.
it either. He
He
didn't
doesn't wear it.
No.
No, but Noah
I think I'd wear it.
sent me a picture of him in it, and Brett says he wears it to the gym all the time.
Is that right?
So yeah,
See, out of those two guys, I believe it.
yeah, we did too, but we weren't surprised he didn't wear it. You know,
Brett had a great time. Of course, he's coming this summer. He had
Yeah.
a great time with you guys.
Yeah.
This past summer, you guys had a game night with him. Is that right?
we did. We did.
I have been told that you are a cheater when it comes to games.
I don't cheat.
Okay, hold on a minute. But before you say anything else, Ellen, Sue,
I don't think she's cheating.
No, because she would like the board game. It said what was a
A musical
instrument,
group.
a
and she
musical
said-
group, and she said icicles.
because
and
it had
we-
to start with I.
Yeah,
we had
and-
to start with ice. So
and
she came
we-
up with icicles.
yeah, she came up with icicles,
Yes.
and we said that there is none. She
After we
said-
stopped laughing.
yeah,
Sure.
and after she had already written her thing,
Yeah.
and so then she looked it up on Google, and there is one.
Let,
So I don't.
let me ask you a
Do
question.
you call that cheating?
Did you know that there was a group called the Icicles,
I
or
had-
you were hoping there was a group called the Icicles?
I was hoping.
You were hoping.
Yeah.
That's,
So that's
cheating. She
cheating?
doesn't.
Okay.
You have to. You have. You
Okay.
can just make up words.
Esther has
I
spoken.
don't think that's cheating.
I don't think it's cheating either.
I don't either. Because she
No.
didn't know the answer. She came up with it and she just checked it out.
It's just very creative.
yes.
I have an
yes.
imagination.
You have a great
Oh
imagination.
Yes.
boy, does
That's
she
right.
ever!
Ellen, what's your favorite part about being in the second row seniors?
Etta or Ellen?
Ellen.
I said Ellen. Yeah, I think
Oh.
Ellen, right? I know who
it's
you are.
me that says Etta and Rita. I get.
Yeah, Ellen, what's your favorite part?
I don't know, just the love and the worship
Yeah.
that we have together, even outside of church, because we do Bible study together.
Yeah.
We pray together. We
Yeah.
laugh together.
Haven't
we
you
cry
guys done
together.
road trips together?
We road trip together.
Now that
not very
has got
far.
to
Not
be-
very far though.
That's something
Well,
we haven't
5
talked
hours.
about. You guys,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about that this morning. You guys have road tripped.
We
Yeah.
went to Kansas.
Yeah, we went to
Kansas?
my daughter's.
Yes.
Okay. How
At
far of a drive was
Louise's.
that?
About
All
4
day.
hours.
About it. Funniest thing that happened on
You
that
just
trip.
went to Burlington. You didn't go to Louise's.
You dropped her off?
Oh, no, we went twice, and she went to Burlington with
Got it.
us, and
Okay.
that was too far for her, so I couldn't talk her into going.
Okay.
But I guess you could tell about Louise's.
Oh, the funniest thing that happened, her daughter made this huge feast for us. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be lunch, but she had this huge table just covered with food, like you wouldn't believe it. Well,
Like
she
a
went
Baptist
to
church.
let one of her dogs out, and it went around by the end of the table, and the table collapsed, and all the
Oh,
food
no.
went swishing off the table.
You're kidding.
And her daughter just said, "That's the way it goes," and she just laughed.
Did you just pick it up and eat?
No,
No, it was
there
over.
was glass
It was
and
all you had
everything.
already. Okay.
Yeah, there was glass and everything in
That,
it.
that brings something to mind. Church potlucks. You guys have had some experience over the years.
Oh,
with
yeah.
church. Did you grow up in a church with church potlucks?
all
You guys
the
grew up in
time.
church with church
Yeah.
potlucks. what are we thinking about church potlucks? Yay or nay?
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Yeah,
Ellen?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
There was one dessert that I made when I was at Living Word at Hoxie, and all the guys would say, look at me and say, "You know what you're to bring." So that's
Is
what
that
I
right?
always brought.
Okay.
I think food, it relaxes people.
Food. Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
don't like to eat in front of other people if you don't know them, but
Yeah.
I think food relaxes people.
You know, it's funny. Even when you're walking in, like at church, we'll serve coffee.
Yeah.
It's almost like having something in your hand relaxes you.
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's
never
almost
thought-
like a little bit of, I don't know why that is, but it is.
But it's true.
So give me the tricks of the trade though, because can't potlucks be dangerous?
Well, only if you've got a murderer there.
Well, do you ever look at anything and go, I don't know who made that?
Like there's some people that bring things that they shouldn't
Who
bring.
made? I don't know who made this. Do I trust
I don't,
what they made? Do
I
you ever
would
feel like that?
trust-
Well, you don't eat it then.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
I wouldn't either then.
yeah.
I would trust everybody.
You
I mean,
really?
Yeah.
You come across as such, you're a different person on camera than you are in real life. Just want you to know that. Do you guys see? This is different than what I usually get from her. She's a little sassy most of the time.
Well-
and now she
well,
just
that's-
miss love.
Love fest.
Yeah. It's love fest over here. I just love everybody. Just bring them on in. I wouldn't kick them out of their seat. I'll eat their food. I'll whatever.
It's true.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if
A
you
whole other
can't,
side of you, I will tell you. Etta.
if you can't trust people in a Baptist church, then
Can you trust?
Can you trust?
there's something wrong.
You guys feel the same way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'm
knew-
not
you know.
saying they're poisoning your food.
No, I know.
I'm saying
You're
Yeah.
saying, do they have a cat that's on the
Yes,
cabinet?
yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what you were.
That's,
I know.
Did the dog lick out of this bowl? Did the
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
what I'm
dog's
saying.
name is Wash and Dry.
Oh,
Yes. I would make anything soup.
You would?
What does that prove?
Yeah.
You know, that
It proves that you
they
wouldn't
don't
eat anything Ellen brought. Is that what you're saying?
make- No.
I don't have a cat.
All right. So at church, what's your favorite part about our church?
oh gosh.
Everything.
The friendliness for me.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
just
Everything.
the friendliness and the care that people have for each other, and it's real.
It
Mm.
is
It's not
real.
fake. It's
It
real.
is real.
Yeah.
You don't hear backbiting. You don't hear judgments or people
Right.
commenting on other people's
Yeah.
looks or actions or
Yeah.
anything. I think
Yeah.
we just accept people for who they
Mhm.
are and
Yeah.
just love
Yeah.
them.
They don't make fun of people's looks.
Right.
Thank
Didn't
God.
this morning you just make fun of my bald head?
No, I did.
I didn't.
You
She
did.
No, I didn't make fun of it. I just said that's what was my hair. I was getting a haircut, which I didn't.
She forgot. She forgot.
forgot.
And I made
You were
a
afraid of
comment-
looking like this.
Yeah, and
is what you're
because she
afraid
said
of.
she could cut it for me, and then
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
But then I'd look like him.
Yeah.
Now that
Every-
was more about her cutting ability than your.
Yeah, it feels like everything that you all enjoy about the church, I don't get to enjoy. You know?
Well, you're usually the benefactor.
Yeah, that's true. The recipient of.
Yeah.
Okay. So you love that part about the church, not the backbiting, unity,
Yeah.
friendship. Ellen, what do you love about the church?
You're preaching. You're teaching. That's. I'm all for the word.
Mm.
Yeah.
And prayer. That's.
You're a big word-driven
it.
person.
Yeah.
Have you always been that way?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Ever since
I
I was
didn't
there.
ask you this morning. What was your background? How did you, mom and dad, grow up in church? You grew up in church? Tell
Mama
me
was
about it.
Church Christ,
Okay.
and I only went whenever she went.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't. The only time I heard Jesus' name was when
Yeah.
a cuss word would come across.
Yeah.
Oh.
But and then I got saved in the Southern Baptist Church.
How old were you at that time?
Let's see, 16, about 17, 18.
17, 18? For
Yeah.
one of the first times you heard the gospel, or
Oh,
what
I'd
was-
heard it, but
you
I
had heard
it just, you know. But I don't know. Melvin, I was almost to the point of divorce.
Mhm.
And let me go on with that story.
Yeah, please tell us.
I had left
Mhm.
and found out that I was pregnant, so I went back,
Wow,
and that's when we had our third, our son.
is that right?
And I started back into church, and boy, it was with both feet. I mean, I never looked back.
Changed your
So,
life.
Yeah,
What did that do to your marriage moving forward?
wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
he still drank, but the last
Mhm.
15 years of his life, he was in church with me, and
Really?
He just
Made a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know what people do that don't have
I don't
what you
either.
guys are talking about right now. Just
Even in Bible study this morning, there was so many things that I wanted to say to the young girls that I mean, I don't know what they're going through, but
yes.
boy, there's so much things that I would love to share with them.
Yes. You all
You know?
had, I know you're in the middle of a Bible study, ladies' Bible study right now. 95 ladies signed up. A lot of them are there Wednesday night. 25 plus were there this morning.
Wow.
And I love that. I love, just the relationships that people, I think if you don't, and maybe I ought to ask you about this. If you don't attach yourself to a church, it's a different experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Absolutely.
people, and I guess you can serve God without the church, but He says the Lord says not to forsake the assembling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you need that.
You do. Yeah.
You take a piece of coal away from the rest of the coal, and it's going to burn
Yes.
out.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Y'all
Yeah.
feel the same?
So,
Yeah.
Absolutely. And with Ellen, she drenches us
Yeah.
with the word.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, she does.
we get Bible verses all the
Yes,
time.
yes,
we
yes.
get book suggestions. We get all
She
kinds
wakes
of
us up
things
in the
from her.
morning with a little cartoonish kind of saying, and
Well, she gets up at 3:00 in the
I
morning for a
know
prayer
we know
time.
this.
Now
Yeah.
you must go to bed at 6:30 in the evening.
About 8:30,
sometime-
isn't it?
About 7:30,
Oh,
8
7:30.
o'clock. I start winding down,
Okay.
but then something will come and cross my mind, and I'll think, oh, I got to get up and sign, write that down.
Yeah, do whatever I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. It's funny
I
because
don't need that much
I think dads are funny about this too. They they're up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So everyone wakes up at 8 and
Yeah.
I've been up for then you see them sleeping a few minutes later and of course they're going to bed at 8 o'clock
Yeah.
and it's a different schedule all the way around.
Yeah.
But you're a prayer warrior. You love
Yeah.
to pray. You
I
do
love to
that
pray.
and
She
and I
is.
and I love that about you. Sue, what do you love about the church?
Well, I've already answered that question, but if you want me to answer
I want
it
two
again.
reasons.
Oh, two. Okay. Well, you're quick. I love my.
You only love one thing?
Yeah, well,
Is that what
I
you're telling me? There's one thing you love about our church,
Well,
and
you
if it
only-
went away,
I like two things.
Okay,
I like
there
more
you
than
go.
that.
Okay.
I guess I would say probably my Sunday school class and the teaching of Larry.
yes,
They're faithful people.
yes,
Very
And there's
faithful.
a lot of class. There's a
Yes.
lot of other members in that class that are very faithful people.
yes.
And so I would say that it kind of goes along with the care and the love that we get from others, but then it's concentrated. It seems like more
Yeah.
in that class.
I have Larry and Marion are like the best people in the world.
They are.
He's a great teacher.
Yeah.
They work so hard to keep everybody connected
Yeah.
in that group.
Yeah.
And I've often said this, I've credited him. A lot of churches through COVID, the group that hurt the most and you lost the most of were the older people, right? It was the seniors
Yeah.
in the church because they got so disconnected and they weren't able to get out in the same way. And I actually think the strongest group we had coming out of COVID were our seniors. And it was because, they did the Zoom calls every week with the teaching and they kept you guys connected in a lot of different ways. I thought they're very special.
Yes.
They certainly are.
They
And
are.
I don't know how they keep up with it all,
I
but
don't
they
either.
do.
Yeah. Rarely, a lot of times the seniors become, for some pastors, like, wow, this is like where all the work is because you got the hospital visits and the prayer
Yeah.
requests and the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And of course, that's that time of life. You've got more hospital, admittances
yeah.
and these kind of things. For us, I love seeing our people in the hospital when I'm able to.
You love seeing them in the hospital.
Well, no. You keep doing that to me, and I'm going to love seeing you in the hospital soon. No, you know what I meant. That was actually pretty good. I love. I enjoy
We've
making
lost
those
him.
visits. But Larry and Marion are so good about letting me know, hey, Pastor, this person's in the hospital, but this is what we did. We've already been by. We've got meals
Yeah.
lined up. And it's just like, hey, thank you.
Done deal.
Thank you for
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
handling what needed to be handled. And
Yeah.
just really, really
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
people.
I get tickled at Larry because I'll say, "How you doing?" I'm just peachy.
Peachy.
So when I send him a card or anything,
Yeah,
I'll say, "How's I'll sign something with Peachy
Yeah.
because I've nicknamed him Peachy."
Peachy.
Yeah.
He is a unique person for sure. Hey, I want to ask you guys this. Is there an age limit for the second row?
No.
Oh, no,
Absolutely not. We would.
no.
Teenagers can join us if they
Yes.
want to. We would
Really?
love it.
But no little children, thank you, please.
Oh no, we'll take them too.
I would take any
They
little
can sit on
child
my
in a
lap.
minute.
Just no little children.
I'll set them
So,
on my lap.
no 9-year-olds are out.
Well,
Sue
they,
says.
they can pretty well behave themselves. That would be okay.
Okay. Where's your line, Sue?
If they pick their nose.
Okay. All right. Well, I know some teens that do that. So.
That's true.
No, we would welcome anyone who would love to join
Yes.
our.
In fact, I'm glad you asked that question because we talked about that coming back. I said, we
Yeah.
said we ought to let him know that just anybody can join.
I mean,
you know.
we would love anybody who's alone, who
Yeah.
wants someone to sit with. Just
Yeah.
come join us because all you have to say is, "Can I sit with you?" And
You guys
You
keep
know.
talking about joining. I mean, it's something.
That's what I was
Sounds
going
like
to
a
say.
cult going on. Are we
Yeah.
cutting, blood? Or
I
how are
was
we
gonna
joining
say.
this? Are there dues you have to pay?
well, yeah, actually there are. No,
This is not a click.
Yeah, go-
That's,
wait, no.
not a
we
click.
want to make sure that it is
Yeah.
not a click.
Yeah, I love that.
we
yeah.
just mean
it's
join
not.
us in the seat.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm teasing.
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
And road run with us if they want to, or go have lunch with us. It's,
Yeah.
I would love that.
They could even join our little group that sponsors.
I was just thinking of that.
Yeah, we sponsor some Romas in Bulgaria that Joanna's
Yeah.
taking care of.
Involved.
Yeah.
We have a little boy and his grandparents,
Yep.
and there's several of us that chip in every month to so they get hot food and
Yeah.
clothes
Yeah.
and whatever
Yeah,
they
yeah.
need. So
You're great people.
you know,
Yeah.
well, if you could see these little kids, their faces,
Really.
Yeah.
they're beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
They're just beautiful.
Ivan. His little name is Ivan.
Yeah, we have Ivan. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say? I think all three of you have experienced going to church alone.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
come in the first time, you're alone.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a lot of courage, first of all, to do that. And it's great that you've got this group now because you don't have to go to church alone. You've
Right.
got this group. What would you say to our church members that would encourage them to treat people when they come in a way that's mindful of, okay, this is probably what they need. This is something you could do. This has encouraged me, and maybe that's what we should practice.
I don't understand the question.
Well,
Okay, you would be the worst one to answer then, but thank you for saying it first.
well, I think they need to understand.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll talk first. But I'll answer first. There's three of us here, but I'll answer. I don't know what you're saying.
What you talking about?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Let's let someone that understood the question
Okay.
answer it, okay, Sue? Let's do that.
Let the smart one do this.
I'm not the smart one. I just have a better imagination than
Oh,
you.
in the first one, we're going to miss this now because I gave you
I
guys a pop
know,
quiz
that's
today.
right. Yeah.
Let's see if you remember the answers because you may not. Okay, here we go. Now, when we sat down before we started recording this morning,
Go with her
somebody said that you were the smart one.
Yeah, I did. I
You
told
did.
her- I
Ellen
told her
said you were the smart one.
Yeah.
I think Sue got a little bit out of shape
I
over that.
know she
Because
did.
she kind of claimed that she was the smart one. And so we did a little quiz. And so let's find out right now.
Okay.
Let's find out right now. Here we go. I'm going to give you a math equation. I'm going to give you a times, da times this. And you first one to answer it wins, okay?
Wins what?
Well, the smartest person award in front of the whole church
Bragging right.
and
Right,
world
right,
right now.
okay.
That's right. The millions
Okay.
of people listening to this right now, we're going to know who's smarter out of the two of you. Here we go. 9 times 9.
81.
She was first this morning.
Well, she's good at math, but I might be
Okay,
better
then
at something else.
then I'll give you a science one. Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
dear.
Okay, now I asked you this exact question this morning.
Yes.
93 million.
Ah,
It's actually.
She looked it up.
It's actually between 91.4 million and 94.3 million because the Earth is elliptical, so it's not always the same.
Look at that.
Sue.
I know.
I
I
mean, 93 million was the right answer this morning, but that was even better than
Since
this
we've
morning.
been home
so-
exchange.
Sue, I don't know what
I'll
to say.
give it to her.
I don't think you're giving it to her. I think she stole. I think she took it. I don't think you're giving her it. I think she took
ran
it.
with
because
it.
she is the smartest one.
No,
she was
it's-
bright enough to go home and check it.
Yes.
See?
She did. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
See, that's an inquisitive mind.
Yes.
That is one of the one of the indicators of
Yes.
smartness.
I Google everything.
You Google everything. By the way, do you grok? Do you AI things?
No.
You never. Do you know what grok is?
No,
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Do you know what ChatGPT is?
No.
Neither one of those things.
No.
Well, tell
I'm
us.
going to change your life. You are not going to believe if you Google things right now. I'm going to tell you things, Etta, that are going to blow your mind. I'm just telling you. Hey, do you know what ChatGPT is? No, you don't know either. Sue?
I know what AI
Like you know
is,
when
but-
people say it, right? Do you know what it is when people say it?
No.
No, not at all.
Tell
okay,
us.
I
We're
will
illiterate.
tell you right now.
We're technologically illiterate.
Well, you didn't have to tell me that. I know.
Technically illiterate.
So
yeah.
you can get it's ChatGPT or Grok. Grok is Elon Musk's version of it.
Oh yeah, I know what
You
you're talking
can literally put in there anything you want to know, and it will call the internet, scrape the internet, and come up with the answers for you. You could sit down and
It'll
say,
write a book or something.
yeah, you could sit down and say, I'm going to get together with the second row troublemakers for a podcast. Give me some great questions, and it'll give them to you.
Yeah, I do
for
know
the,
what you're
For the
talking
ladies'
about. I have
Christmas
heard that.
event this last year, we've got 5,300 square feet in the room we were going to be using. And we knew about 200 were coming. And so I said, we've got this much square footage. We're going to put 60-inch round tables out. How many round tables will fit in this space? And boop, 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 gave you the
wow.
little equation for it, which I didn't care about the equation. I just wanted the number. And then it gave me the number at the bottom. Within like 3 seconds, it gives you exactly
Wow.
what you
Did it
need
work out with
to
that's
know.
what you got in there in the room?
Exactly.
Wow.
But
Exactly.
the downfall to that is
Yes.
you don't have to think anymore.
Hold on a minute. You just told me that you Google things.
Just to double check.
No. That is not the way you've used it. Because icicles, you were not double checking. You didn't know about icicles,
Yeah.
and you didn't know about the mileage either. So you're doing the same thing with Google. Google's just dumber than Grok, and so if you
Well,
want to keep
that's why
rising
Google
your
and I-
smartness level,
Well, no, Google and I get along just fine.
So you're not changing nothing.
we're not. Well, I did not expect to have an AI conversation with you ladies today. That was very
Me
encouraging.
neither.
I would have Googled it before. If I'd known.
All right, couple of lightning round questions for you. Coffee or tea?
Iced tea. I don't drink coffee.
Iced tea. Sweet, unsweet?
Sweet.
Sweet.
But
Southern
I usually
sweet
drink
or sweet?
Southern sweet.
Southern
usually,
sweet.
yeah.
Where do you get Southern sweet tea here in Colorado?
Probably at my house.
McDonald's. McDonald's.
Ellen, that's it. That's the
Oh.
only right answer. Unless it's at home. If
Yeah.
it's at home, you can do it. I think the only place around here though that would do it is McDonald's, and that's
Yeah.
because they do it all over the country, and it's the
Yeah.
same bags of sweet tea. Are you a tea person also?
I like hot tea that
Hot
I
tea.
brew myself. I like to
Is that
brew
right?
it. Yeah.
My mom used to make hot tea for me when I was growing up. I would sit with her. I don't think we called it a tea party or anything, but we would have our tea together, and we'd put the creamer and the sugar cubes in it, and I loved that. That was before I drank coffee.
Yeah.
So I haven't had tea for years that way, but I do
Oh,
like
it's
that
good.
too.
My grandsons drink tea.
Your grandson's drink tea.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you a beach person or a mountain person?
Mountain.
Mountain person. What about you?
Mountain.
Mountain
Definitely.
I
Definitely.
would say mountain for me. Too.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, good. You guys are in the right place then.
Yeah.
I do love the beach, but you have to be at the beach to be able to
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah,
the beach.
and who
Yeah.
wants to be caught dead in a bathing suit at our age, right?
That's right. That's right.
I would wonder why you were caught dead.
We'll have Drew cut some of these things. Cut some of these. Oh my!
I know he's back there going, oh no.
I know. So let me ask you this, because this came up this morning, and I want to talk about this again. You talk about age.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 52, so I feel like I'm still 25.
Yeah.
Is that you still feel?
I don't feel like I'm 25. I feel like maybe 26. I don't feel old inside.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got to be 74,
Yeah.
except I kept on breathing. But other than that,
Yeah.
it just
You don't
went
feel
by.
so. You don't
No.
think, ladies? Do you feel like you'll ever feel like the old person,
No.
right? Like
No.
sometimes you walk in a room and go, why am I with all these old people?
No,
and
that's
this-
what I said this morning. We may look old, but we don't feel old.
Don't feel it. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not our mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we want to
Yeah.
have joy. We
Yeah.
want to enjoy the life God gave us.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that. And
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's
Well,
going to stop us.
I don't think
have,
so.
No.
I
Yeah.
have to admit, I physically feel old,
Physically, yes.
but not mentally.
Yeah.
But I do physically.
Do you
feel,
remember thinking about your parents? You'd look up and go, man, they know everything. They're so smart because they're so, they're in their 40s and they must know everything. And then you get to that age and you go, they didn't know nothing. I mean, if they knew what I know, I don't know anything.
Or they were younger than what I remember them being.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
when I think of them as like, boy, they were younger than what I remember them being.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could go back and talk to your 30-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself? What would you prepare yourself for?
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Mm.
And a lot of things are small.
Explain that. Talk more about that, Sue. I think that's really good.
I think we all worry about things. People bother us. Some people we like, some people we don't. And everybody's going to do things differently. And don't make little things big things.
Yeah.
That's what I mean to
That's a
worry about.
great- Yeah, that's really good. I think we would all be able to say that's sitting here right now that there have been moments in our lives that was such a massive issue. And whether we were scared or nervous or whether it was financial or health, and you look back from the other side of it
Yeah.
and you have the advantage of age, you look back and say, you know what, I was so worried about that and I shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
God had every part of that in his plan. And by the way, not only was it not the worst thing in the world, God used it in
Right.
some ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you guys noticed that with
Yeah.
your life as well, Ellen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with Sue. Just roll with life.
Yeah.
Because I mean, especially if you've got the Lord, He's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you get to a certain age, he's proven it over and over and over
Oh,
again.
absolutely.
One of the ladies that would be friends of your all's, Wanda Randall, we voted on the building. And it was the second vote we had on the building. The first vote we had, it was one number, and then COVID happened, and the price went way up. And so I thought, well, listen, I don't feel comfortable just going forward with what we talked about because we're spending more. So we voted again as a church, and it was unanimous to go forward with it. And I remember right after the service, I was kind of standing in the back, and Wanda walked by, and she probably sensed maybe my nerves a little bit of, hey, this is exciting, but woof, this is a big number. And she said, Pastor, she said, don't worry. She said, I don't remember, she said, I'm 80 whatever years old. And she said, God has never let me down.
Never.
And that's
never let you
the
down.
truth.
Yeah.
I think we've all been through storms.
Oh, absolutely.
And some are rougher than others, but God teaches us something through everyone, and we get through it and look back, and all we can say is thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. And that isn't even enough,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
He doeth all things well.
Yeah.
Things have a way of, I think that's a good one. You guys have any advice? What would you say to your 30-year-old self or someone younger?
Well, you already said, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Stay close to the Lord. Be joyful. Appreciate everything that He has given you, and just enjoy life and follow what He's asked you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
I
hard.
like that word joy. Enjoy life.
Yeah.
You all do that. Probably too much at our church, but you do.
Well,
but I think that's important.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just blame Nehemiah for it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Why are we blaming Nehemiah for your joy?
8:10. The joy of the Lord is your strength.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. Yeah, that's
know?
true. Yeah, it's Nehemiah's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
But don't you can live your life one of two ways. You can have joy or you can be miserable.
Yeah, you can-
you
it's your
can
choice.
you can be constructive and complimentary and encouraging, or you can be critical and negative. You can find the good in people or you can find the bad in people.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
It is exactly.
It's a mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people come into our church and they don't look like your row.
So
No.
And don't you feel bad?
bring
you know,
them with
boy,
us. Bring them to
wouldn't
us.
it? Wouldn't man? You'd be a lot happier if you were into it. And I mean, you guys, I would say you all are the most responsive people probably in our church. Even when I'm speaking, you know, that you'll laugh at jokes that no one else laughs at, and
We're
just to
being
make
kind.
you feel, you're being kind. I understand, and I appreciate that. You'll amen things when
Yeah.
something you feel like okay
Yeah.
that hits something.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much I have to contain myself.
She's always
you
telling us.
do.
What, you want to yell at me? Is that what you're throwing
Oh, no.
tomatoes?
No. The joy and
Got it. It just comes out of you. It's effusive.
Yeah.
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 And sometimes during some of the music,
Yes.
you just want to.
I know.
Dance.
I know.
I told Christian one time, I said, "You're going to turn us loose one of these
Yeah.
days."
He's on the edge, isn't he? I know it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right there close to you. If you start dancing, we may. I don't know. We may have to. You know, I've been letting you go so far, but there is a line with me.
Well,
you know.
But
That's
in
why
the
I'm
Bible,
containing
don't they
myself.
dance and sing praises.
Do
and-
not bring the Bible out to me, okay? Don't give me good Bible reasons. I mean, I'm just come on.
That's why
Let's
I'm containing
grok
myself.
it later and see what the answer is.
Okay, when I
we'll
dance,
we'll
I'll-
AI it later and find out
Okay.
what we should do in this situation.
We may be better dancers than we are singers.
Oh dear, I don't know.
Maybe that's my thing. Maybe that's my
That's-
thing.
that may
yeah.
be it.
You've
Yeah.
missed your call.
I haven't tried. You know, I'm too old for that. I think probably. So,
Oh no,
Yeah,
no, never.
well.
And I mean not dance crazy dance, just
Do what King David did.
what
He
did King? How do you
danced.
know what he did?
Well, because in the Word.
she's seen movies.
She's seen movies.
No.
She watches The Chosen. She knows exactly what he did. She's got all the
No,
answers.
he danced.
Yeah,
the
that's
Word
what it
says
says.
he danced.
That's what. Listen, I got to tell you guys, you're so fun. Thank you for coming on today and just being a part of the podcast. And thanks for the blessing you are to the church. I mean, I just cannot
you.
tell you how much Debbie and I love you and the church loves you. And you're such good role models. And I love that you've got the joy of the Lord. And you just you show up and you bring the party with you. And if it was discouraging or things were kind of down that day, you have a way of lifting them up. And I just think that the Christian ought to bring that kind of light.
I do too.
And you
Well,
all
we
bring
love
that kind
you
of
and
light.
Debbie. We
We do.
love you guys
Do
so
it.
much.
Even without a shirt. We love you.
Even
No.
what? Oh,
I'm without
I was gonna say, what did you just say?
You finally did it, Zetta.
without the shirt. I meant the t-shirt.
I said here, I said, she just said what?
I kept thinking, I'm over here to keep under her control. Nobody's controlling Etta.
I meant the t-shirt.
well, Etta, that was probably more than we needed to know.
Can we just cut that?
No, that stays in. She's referring to the second row Saints
Yes.
Troublemaker shirt that Christian got and Brad got and Noah got.
Even
You're
without a
just digging the
shirt.
whole worse.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, that's a great way to end this podcast. That
Pray,
is a great
Pastor.
way to end.
Pray.
Yeah, let's pray and be done with this. Well, you know what we said before we started? We didn't get all the. We might miss some things, but if we didn't do it a second time, we'd have missed that. So that's gonna be that'll be my favorite clip now. Of we'll probably show that little clip, 3 seconds in church.
And what
on Sunday?
What did your husband tell you?
He said, Etta, don't be too foolish. And he's going to
It's too
disown
late for
me.
that. It's too late for that. Well, we love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the service you do to the church and
Yes.
just the way you love people.
Thank you
And,
for letting us be here.
Yeah.
Well, we may do it again. This was fun. Only 79 episodes we've done, and this is your first time.
Yeah.
We will not let it go another 79 without having you guys back on.
Isn't
that
that
is
your
my
age?
that is my
79?
promise
I'm
to you.
78.
78. Okay.
2 years from 80, and I can't wait.
Is
I'm
that
gonna have
right?
a
You
big
can't wait to
birthday
be
party
80.
in 80. Can't
Are
wait.
you excited?
I told my kids they better show up at my house on my 80th birthday.
Is that right? Okay, there's gonna be a party over there.
Yes.
Am I getting an invitation?
Yes.
Okay. All
Absolutely.
right. Okay. Good. Love y'all. Thank you for
love
being
you.
here today.
Thank
Castleview, thank you so much for watching and just being a part of what just happened. And we sure appreciate you watching every week. Hey, listen, maybe you know someone in the church that just needs a laugh. Send them this podcast today. Thank you for being here. My encouragement is this: do not lose the joy that God has given.
Amen.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. We have been given such grace by Jesus and by our good Father, and He loves us. And there's no reason to walk through this world with all the things Jesus gave us and have a sour attitude. So let's change the way we live this week. And I pray this was an encouragement to you today. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week.